I want to ask you something, and I want you to actually think about it for a sec. When was the last time you had a full day, not a vacation day, not a day you had to earn back, just a day where you woke up and had zero obligation to anyone? Can you even remember it? Because here's what I noticed about my own life a few years before we left Canada. I was working 60, 70 hours a week, stressed constantly, had the mortgage, had the car payment, all the stuff I was told would make me feel like I made it. And I barely had time to sit outside and watch the sun go down. It wasn't because I was lazy or ungrateful. It just never actually felt like living. It felt like surviving on repeat, right? Work, sleep, pay bills, repeat. Work, sleep, pay bills, repeat. And the thing that messed with my head the most, I think, was that I wasn't just busy. It's that I didn't even question it. It's like I just assumed this is what, like most of us do, right? We just assume that this is what adult life is supposed to look like. Head down, keep going, maybe enjoy it someday when you retire if you're not dead yet or able to actually move when you retire. And then one day it just kind of hit. What's the actual point of all of this if I never get to actually live it? Not survive, not grind, not count down to the weekend. Actually live. That question is where Get Shipwrecked came from. Not the beach, not the rum, not the whole pirate thing, but I'm not gonna lie, that part's pretty awesome. It came from that moment where you realize life is supposed to be bigger or feel bigger than emails and traffic and deadlines and waiting for Friday. For us, getting shipwrecked meant moving to a tiny island in Belize, Caye Caulker. Population around 2,500, no traffic lights, no pavement. The main rule here and the motto is literally go slow. We visited for 10 years before we finally just said, okay, this is it, we're doing this. And if I'm being totally honest, it wasn't easy. It still isn't always easy. This isn't one of those channels where I'm just going to tell you it's all perfect and, we're fishing and snorkeling every day and everything glows golden at sunset. What I can tell you is that this has done something to our souls, something I don't have like a clean word for. We walk out the door and we're 30 feet from the Caribbean Sea. We built a little pirate shop on the beach. We know our neighbors. We know which pelican is which. Not even kidding. I know what day it is, but most of the time it doesn't even really matter. And that feeling, that's what we're chasing here. Now, getting shipwrecked doesn't have to look for you like it looks like for us. Maybe it's disappearing into the mountains for a while. Maybe it's fishing on a quiet lake at the cottage or something, or even renting a cottage. Maybe it's going for a road trip and driving until the road ends, or before you start worrying about how much gas is there. Maybe it's sitting by a fire at night with no phone. Maybe it's floating in the ocean on a unicorn inner tube with absolutely no idea what time it is and just kind of going by the sun. It's not about running from responsibility forever. It's about remembering that you're an actual human being, not a machine built to work, sleep, pay bills, and repeat until you're 60 friggin' 5. Because the best moments in your life probably aren't the expensive ones. They're the ones where you finally slowed down enough to actually breathe. Salt air, cold lake water, campfire smoke, bare feet in the grass if you don't have a dog with landmines everywhere. Laughing with someone you love until your stomach hurts. Feeling small in a giant world again. That's getting shipwrecked. We're not lost, we're just finally free. So here's what I want to know from you now. What does getting shipwrecked look like for you? Not the dream fantasy version, just the first honest answer that comes to mind. Drop it in the comments, please. I read them all, and please subscribe because it looks like 90.6% of you are not subscribed. Get shipwrecked, don't send help. We'll see you in the next one.